Welcome to KotlinBytes. My name is Jacob. In this episode, we're going to be talking about overriding both properties as well as functions. To begin, I'm going to be picking up from where we left off, where we had this square, this KB square, which was inheriting from this KB rectangle. I want to take it one step further and have KB rectangle inherit from something else. And another building block to object-oriented programming is an interface. An interface is a contract. It's a blueprint for what a class is going to be structured like. So let me pull this up. I created a rough interface called KB shape. KB shape is going to be our most general form of the objects we're going to be tossing around here. So I think it's clear that a rectangle is a shape, and that's how this works. So a rectangle is going to inherit from shape because it is a shape, and then square is going to inherit from rectangle. But square is also a shape, so notice how that works. Square, rectangle, shape. Okay, so shape is going to require two different fields. It's going to require a scaled area field as well as a name. We already have scaled area, but we're going to have to add a name, and we'll see how that works in a second. We can inherit the same way that we did before. KB shape. As you see, there's a couple of errors that pop up here, and if you hover over them, you can see what the problem is. Basically, what it's asking for here at the scaled area property is that it's saying that we have to indicate that we're overriding it. So you add that modifier word, override. Adding override is going to indicate that this property is going to override the parent property. In this situation, it's the KB shapes scaled area. Now, what's unique about an interface is that there's no implementation, which means it's required to be overridden. It's not really overriding anything in this situation. It's just indicating, hey, use me instead of the other guy. And then we also have to add one more property, and that's called name. If you press on the PC Control-O or on the Mac Command-O, you can open up all the different fields and functions that you can override. We're going to override this name field, and you'll see our error goes away. Our rectangle is going to have a name of rectangle. And then if we go to our KB square, you'll notice that there's no errors, which is great. Okay, I'm going to print out one more thing here. Just like before, we're also inheriting the name property. If we run this, it says that its name is a rectangle. And so we have to override this in the square class to indicate that this object is a square, not a rectangle. But we haven't done that yet, so that's why it says rectangle. Let's change this. If we go to KB square, we can override that name field. To do so, again, Control-O. And here you can see that we have different options. We can override scaled area or name. Scaled area we don't need to override because it's already working the way that we want it to. Name we have to change. So name here is going to be square. And if we go back and run this again, my name is square. What's so powerful about this is that we didn't get rid of the rectangle implementation of it. Because we're using a square, not a rectangle, we're able to replace the rectangle's code just for this object. And to show you how this works, even if we say that my square is of the type KB rectangle, if we say it's of type KB rectangle, you might think that it's going to spit out rectangle. But because we're creating an instance of KB square, it's going to take the square version instead. Okay, that's it. That's all I wanted to share today. Thanks you guys for watching. Have a great day.
What do I know? What do I know?